Greetings, brothers and sisters. Good news, I got a new microphone, and I think I solved the problem with my old microphone, but this one's so much better. It records much louder than my previous microphone. I think it's clearer and works better across the board, but I used to have to put the volume down in my microphone that's recording what's on the screen when I'm using the ScreenFlow app and try to guess at matching up the volumes, which has been a pain. And now I can record both at full volume, so it's a celebratory day today. Another sort of semi-Hollywood celebrities dropping like flies here. Extending dog years, new drug could increase lifespan of dogs. Company awaits FDA approval. The lifespan of dogs is far shorter than humans' counterparts, but now one company is one step closer to finding a way for the furry friends to live longer. They developed drugs to extend the dog's lifespan. Why can't they do this with people? We can't sell you the drugs yet. But the does it work is kind of historically the most challenging and most complex aspect of getting the drug approved. It's used in large breeds of dogs to expand the lifespan. Doesn't say how. How the drug would work. Here it is. It doesn't say how it works. It just says you have to go to your vet every 3 to 6 months and get an injection. They also have it in pill form for certain sizes of dogs. They don't say how long it'll increase their lifespan or any of these things. Sounds kind of bogus. Lil Nas X says he's entering his Christian era with an emotionally new song snippet, but fans think he's trolling them. Remember, he made that really sucky cowboy song that he roped in a bunch of kids and, people to think he was kind of it was like almost like a Will Smith level kind of rap. And then next thing you know, he was gyrating and giving a lap dance to the devil, amongst other, sort of degraded things. So now he's become a Christian, seemingly, and he has got some long hair here.
Father, scratch my head. The lonely road seems to...
Okay, so there's that. Flight descends into chaos when possessed woman begins screaming, jumping over the seats. There's a real devil. Here's the video. What is going on planes? So this, I'm not sure who this is. Actress and comedian Linnell. Okay, she gave Puffy some devil's horns.
Wait, man. You have got to be kidding me. Are you serious? What?
Another car drives into a building. So I'm covering probably like one a week, one every couple of weeks. And these are just what people send me, and I'm not searching for these things. And so it seems like it's happening more and more.
Bronny James has been cleared by doctors to return to basketball just over 4 months. A huge relief for the eldest son of the James family. LeBron James said Thursday that he has already informed the Lakers that he will...
So his head has gotten bigger, right? I don't know what they did to him, but his head and face, I don't know if he's on steroids or what's happening, but he doesn't look the same.
The last 12 weeks, and, for him to get the clearance, for him to do what he loves to do and go back to, being back with his teammates and, putting on a uniform and things of that nature. It's very gratifying for sure.
This was obviously always the hope that it could get to this.
He looks, his face and head have gotten a lot bigger. So here's another wonderful trailer. It's called Platonic. It's on Apple TV. It looks really awesome.
Family movie night, guys. Oh, whoa.
What?
Will's getting a divorce.
So call him.
We literally haven't spoken to each other in years.
Call him. That's what friends do.
Exactly. That's what friends do. It's a series.
Hey!
How are you?
Great. How are you?
How's the beer business?
I'm actually the brewmaster at my own bar now.
Congratulations.
Oh, he dropped a beer on his foot. That's funny. Like, let's watch this comedy genius. This is what Apple's given to you.
At my own bar now.
Boom. This kind of comedy genius. He dropped a whole keg. You know, first he's picking up this keg, which is really heavy.
Brewmaster at my own bar now.
You know, he's picking it up and he dropped it on his foot, because that's what you do.
Congratulations.
You still got that family of yours?
You want to see a photo?
Wow, there they are. Cool. What are you up to?
Their toilet's overflowing crazily. Look at it.
What are you up to?
Oh, why is this my life?
So, lunch?
No,
Brunch?
no. I don't have time for this.
Can't be friends with a girl.
There's lots of famous.
She's too busy because she's a mom. And she can't, you know, no moms go out for lunch or brunch. They can't. They just can't. Like, there's not a housewife in America who's got time to go out for lunch or brunch.
Men and women friends. Laura Dern and Sam Neill in Jurassic Park.
Boom. What is big, like, just delivering the incredible jokes.
Your friendship with Will is not built for this phase of life.
Oh, geez.
This is how a woman
Look, just knocking down bottles, getting drunk.
experiences a midlife crisis. Like a couple of teenage
There's a raccoon. Look at this raccoon jumping on people's heads.
Girls.
'Cause that's what raccoons do. You know, if they jump on your head, they have rabies, right? If a raccoon sees you and it's not somebody's pet and it comes towards you, it's got rabies, right? Raccoons see you and they run away because, you know, they're scared of you because you're a giant compared to them.
Your whole thing is so weird and destructive.
Can you believe she said we were destructive?
No, we're exactly the opposite.
We are
We're
constructive.
constructive.
Kaboom! Bringing the jokes.
I don't like feeling like the second most important man in your life.
It's embarrassing being a mess in front of you. And Will's a much bigger mess than I am.
Exactly. She punched him in the kidney.
All I want is for you to end up happy, you idiot!
Well, I am happy. I've never been happier in my life.
Wait, well, I didn't see this coming. I see him walking here. She's screaming at him.
Well, I am
And he's
happy.
like walking there. I'm like, you know, no one saw this coming, that this is actually a closed door.
I've never been happier in my life.
And, you know, these are like double pane glass. It's impossible to do this. I mean, you can't break these things with a sledgehammer. But somehow Seth Rogen's head and his massive Hulk-like body can crash through there. I'm in the editing process, and I just wanted to say this. You know, I say this all the time. When they make a trailer, it's to sell you the movie. It's to get you to want to watch the movie, or in this case, the TV show. So they show you things that say, well, that's funny, or that's good, or that's interesting. I want to find out more. I want to see more of this. Does anybody want to see Seth Rogen walk through the back door, a glass door that's, you know, impossible to walk through? And this bit's been done so many times. Like, this is the best jokes. This is your selling point. This guy and this woman having, you know, some kind of a midlife crisis of drugs and alcohol. And I mean, we've seen this like 10, 20, 30 times before. The same bits, the same joke, the same premise. You know, like, it's just that bad.
Send me the invoice.
Kaboom. She's dancing. Look at them go.
Break out
Look at them go. Little Nas X dance.
your box. Do a little nose candy with us. Did they
Do a little nose candy.
have CK back in the day? Just like a mild horse tranquilizer.
It's a horse tranquilizer?
You can't blow it out. It's already in the brain.
Exactly. They were doing. She's a mom, and she's taking her mom life seriously, but she hooks up with her own friend, and now she's snorting horse tranquilizer.
In my
I
defense,
think that's called Trank, and it was like killing people, right? Like, I did some videos on this. Remember Trank? I'll show you this after we're done with this incredible trailer.
I thought it was cocaine.
And just so I'm clear, that's your defense.
The defense rests.
Kaboom! Look at Apple bringing it with their excellent comedy stylings, and the writing here is just impeccable. Newsom announces plan to crack down on deadly street drug known as trank. California warns about a powerful sedative commonly known as trank. And they're celebrating this in this wonderful movie. So continuing on here, today is Saturday, December 2nd, I believe. I started this video yesterday. Pretty psyched about my new mic. Tiffany Haddish's friends fear downward spiral after second DUI. Don't know what's troubling her. What's troubling you, Tiffany? Why so many DUIs? Is it that you're not funny and you're a comedian? Is that, is it getting to you? Former home improvement star Jonathan Taylor Thomas makes rare public appearance for the first time in 2 years. So there he is. I don't know how old. He's only 42. See, that's when you're older when you say something like that. He's only 42. And then this guy, David Caruso, CSI star David Caruso looks unrecognizable in first sighting since 2017. These guys end up just looking homeless, right? Like these child actors and old celebrities. Like there's a phase where the celebrity just starts looking homeless, and they all have it. There's a celebrity where they take photos of there's a phase in a celebrity life cycle where photos show up and they look homeless. Like they've disappeared from Hollywood for about 10 years and they look homeless. Erin, whatever her name, Erin, I forget her last name, but she was on Happy Days. She was actually homeless, right? Michelle Pfeiffer shows off black eye, gives fans a warning. This is another celebrity type pickleball story. It's a pickle boy. Pickleball, stay out of kitchen. This is her Instagram. There's the black eye. They all get them. Celebrities get them. Politicians. I mean, there's a whole thing. I forget what it is, but they seem to, some sort of ritualistic type thing. There's some theory out there, truther theory, and I don't know what it is. Like I can't validate the truther theory. I covered it years and years ago. But if you just search black eyes for celebrities, black eyes for politicians, and you scroll through it, you'll see like it's an astronomical number of these celebrities end up having a black eye, and politicians, people that are in the media. And you're like, what's that about? Like, you know what I mean? You get them. People get black eyes, but this is, again, celebrities are able to hide things. Politicians, right? When something like that would happen. And, there's, accidents that happen, right? Things happen that, but you wonder when you see the amount of them. Like it just can't be some sort of coincidence. There has to be something else, and ritual would explain it, like some kind of rite of passage or ritual or whatever they do there. When it's also celebrities, specifically women who shave their heads, big thing. These celebrities who've never seen in public without makeup, and Britney Spears had to do it, of course, but you search that, women celebrities who've shaved their heads, and it's quite a number of them. Or when Kanye and other celebrities come out of rehab and then they dye their hair blonde. Those things, there's so much evidence that there's a thing there, right? It's not a coincidence. It's a thing that happens. It's a thing that they do. Busy Phillips shares daughter Birdie is back using she, her pronouns. Felicity Huffman breaks silence on college admissions scandal 4 years later. I had to break the law. She did. Just had to. She had no choice. Come on.
After a year, he started to say, your daughter's not going to get into any of the colleges that she wants to. And I believed him. And so when he slowly started to present the criminal scheme, it seemed like, and I know this seems crazy at the time, that was my only option to give my daughter a future.
Kaboom. So she screwed all those other kids, deserving kids, out of the way when handed over $500,000 and served 14 days in jail. David Juku burned 17% of his body in terrifying bonfire accident. Cleveland Browns standout tight end David Njoku. That guy was on Hard Knocks. I've seen him. He's a This guy's like, he plays. He's like a starting tight end. Was the center of a terrifying home fire pit accident, leading to burns on his face and arms this past September. So that happened. Mike the Situation Sorrentino reveals orgies and addiction in memoir. I just had seen this guy. A video came up automatically about celebrity roasts. And this guy roasted, I think, Donald Trump. And he was so horrible. Like, if you get to see it, it's, cringeworthy bad. Because he's so stupid, right?
It was a slow night for a threesome. I mean, there were many nights that, I know that sounds crazy, right? I know. But usually when
I know it sounds crazy.
I was tired, it was just a threesome. But if I had my energy, which I usually did, it would be upwards of 6 to 10 women in the room naked, willing to do, I guess you can, use your imagination, yeah.
No, we don't want to. We don't want a situation.
I know exactly how many I was taking throughout my career. At my worst, I was at 10 Roxy's 3 times a day. Now, you need to know what a Roxy is.
What is a Roxy situation? Please explain.
A Roxy is a 30 milligram Percocet.
Whoa.
So, if you're taking 30 of those a day, I believe that's 90 Percocet 10s you're taking per day, which probably could, kill an elephant.
But not me. I'm the situation.
It was the hottest Guidos and Guidettes in the tri-state area. I mean, everybody was really good looking. Men and women, everybody was shredded. Everybody had a six-pack. But then there was the situation. My abs were just so ripped up, you thought they were like implants.
My abs were next level. I mean, that's why my name was the situation, because of my abs. My abs were crazy. Like, I had crazy abs, my abs.
And I was a cut above the crowd.
He was a cut above the crowd. That's why he got on TV. Like, his abs, they were like implants. They were so ripped. He had some ripped abs. Okay, so I'm a little bit embarrassed to say I didn't go deep enough into this Kim Kardashian thing. I was just about to wrap up this video. And I was reading comments. And I forgot some things. I don't know if I forgot them or I just don't care about them. But they're kind of important because I covered this. Not that this is important, but when she says this, Kim Kardashian says this.
We scammed the system. We did it. Whatever it is, we figured it out and we did it.
Look at her. Look at her. Like, just such a ghoul.
We put in some hard work. Scott's my motivator. He'll always say,
he's such a motivator, that's Scott.
God, can you believe you did it? And I'm like,
you did it, Kim.
I can't. This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
We aren't supposed to be here. Woo!
Yeah, exactly.
How did we get in this cool party? We weren't the cool kids.
Okay, so how you got in was your dad represented OJ, which I know I've covered this. This is why. I mean, it's something I should have said. Your dad represented OJ, and OJ was the original reality TV star. OJ's chase was the beginning of reality TV. Reality TV, there might be other things you could claim as being the start, but it was that, right? Remember OJ's chase? They interrupted the NBA Finals. They interrupted a sporting event, and they showed OJ being chased in his Bronco while you were watching the NBA game. You missed half of an NBA Finals game because of OJ. They broke into it for reality TV. And her dad was a part of that. So OJ kicked off the fame of the Kardashian name. And she was hanging out with Paris Hilton and other famous people. So it wasn't like she's saying she wasn't the cool kids. She was a part of that group, that club, whatever it is. And then she had a sex tape with that guy, RJ. Okay, so I'm in the editing process. And I happened to listen to the voiceover I already made that's going to follow this part right here about this. And I noticed in the voiceover I called him RJ and is really Ray J. Which I don't know whether it matters or not. You know, he's Brandy's brother. But when I say RJ, I mean Ray J. Don't need to tell me about it. That RJ says her mom leaked. Her mom put out there. Kris Kardashian, who's smiling here, right? And she's, I don't know what happened. She prostituted her daughter and leaked a sex tape. So voila, they were famous, right? Her sex tape became, it was right after the sex tape with Pamela Anderson and whatever, Lee, whatever, something. Tommy Lee, that became a big thing, right? And so there was nothing they did. That wasn't hard work, right? As far as I know, my understanding of it is that guy RJ was the one who made the tape. And so she wasn't even her idea. Her mom decided to leak it because she wanted her daughter to be more famous. And so, I mean, that is something Kanye said as well. Ye said that as well. And so that's a Babylonian whore move by a mother who becomes your pimp and prostitutes her daughter for celebrity fame. And, and then all the other things that went on with this. The mom dated Caitlyn Jenner back when Caitlyn was known as Bruce. And, all these other celebrity interactions. She was friends with OJ. I mean, it's a whole thing there, right? They have a whole, her mom always wanted to be more public, more famous, and the whole family. And the other thing is plastic surgery. So there's no work involved, right? And a lot of stupidity, a lot of superficial stuff, and then just being promoted on these TV shows. But again, how did we get here? I don't know. It was a sex tape, and you guys were, your dad was a parasitic lawyer, or your family parasited off the OJ story, which was a worldwide story, right? Like, it's not, we know what happened, right? When we know what the conditions were, the internet took off, and all these things. Makeup became a big thing, makeup tutorials on YouTube and social media. And, you guys just, there's no hard work there. Like, you're calling it hard work. You're claiming that you did something, right? You were Babylonian hoes. And that's, that was the recipe for success at this particular time. Getting implants isn't hard work, right? Going to a surgeon and having them inject silicone into your buttocks is not hard work. It might be painful. Wearing nails and things like that, and, all this stuff that you parade around in. She said to her daughter she didn't care how comfortable her outfits were. It was how they looked, so they cramming yourself into dresses that are 2 sizes too small. That's not hard work. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, some discomfort. Wearing high heels, yeah, it's something that's hard to do. I don't think I could do it, right? And I don't want to. Like, why would anybody want to do that? But, yeah, it's not, it's maybe physically hard, maybe a little bit of pain. But you're willing to do it because you're so superficial that, everything that you're willing to endure, the mutilation of your bodies and the, the discomfort of the clothing, things that you have to endure for, whatever look that you're going for. That's not hard work. Yeah, it's a little bit suffering, but lots of women do it, right? It's not, it's not something that's an achievement. You didn't achieve something. And on a spiritual level, I talk about samskaras. It's your past impressions. You have samskaras, and those samskaras are going to proliferate. And there are people who are going to be born poor who are going to become rich and powerful people because they have the samskaras for it. It's like their, destiny. But for her to say, I don't know how we got here. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. There's a sex tape. My dad was OJ's lawyer. I don't know what happened. And what happened, next thing I know, we have some implants and plastic surgery, and voila, we're billionaires. Anyways, that was kind of a glaring omission of something that is, not that important. Well, I guess it is because of the influence they have over young women. And women are the arbiters of morality. And so if you take down the women, you take down a society. And certainly the Kardashians and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And, somebody sent me a video yesterday, and it was, I would say, 10 times worse than Cardi B. It was something like booty call, some kind of sexual thing in the title. And the lyrics were so gross and so mundane. It was women. And they were even worse than Cardi B. Like it's, like how like you would see heavy metal and then there'd be something like even more underground than like heavy metal, something that's even, darker than like heavy metal, something like that, right? And this was, even more of Babylonian hoe than what you see with these, Bratz dolls. But they've taken down women to a level of degradation and superficiality. These women aren't good wives, they're not good mothers, they're not good, people, but they put everything into their appearance in some unnatural way, and that's their big claim to fame. But they're a cancer on society, so it's kind of important. But it's the damage has already been done. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely reporting from the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.